Hey y'all, Chinese, China coast and actress and independent filmmaker. Most of you know, anyway, I'm from Chi-Town, Inglewood as a child, and back at the yards in Hyde Park. Now I'm a New Yorker. I was thinking about something I just wanted to kind of express. You know, I have an acquaintance, a friend who worked in Inglewood in the community in Chicago where there's a lot of peer violence happening, gang violence. That community is mad underserved. Um, I remember I left a voice message to an alderman that represents that community, one of the aldermen that represent that community, stating that, you know, I was told that Best Eye Brooklyn in the 90s was very similar. The late 80s, early 90s had a very similar type of chaotic environment, similar to Inglewood. Violence, drugs, just everything, and under resourced. And over time, things improved, right? And we know gentrification is a part of that, right? When a certain class of Caucasians move into a community, all of a sudden services are rendered, and the community looks much better aesthetically, the whole not, right? And my thinking is with the Inglewood community, there are many reasons, but there is no reason that they should have abandoned buildings in Inglewood. It should be a really lovely environment for children to play in, to adults to walk about in the park, sit in the park, have great marked grocery stores, and just have a lot of amenities like every other community. And to me, the reason it's not is because people in the city council are choosing not to do their jobs. They're choosing not to allocate resources to meet the needs of the Inglewood community. No one should have to take flights from another community to a safer community. Every community should be safe. And it pisses me off that I come from the south side of Chicago and I lived in Inglewood as a child, right? Where it's mostly working class black people, and it could be lower income black people. But the idea is, I don't remember like dodging bullets as a 5, 6 year old. I don't remember hearing about that. We didn't have that type of experience. It was a poor community, low income community, but people were working and people were decent and people were looking out for each other. And clearly, the city councilmen at that time were making sure that the resources were allocated, that the garbage was picked up, that the lawns were manicured, that the streets were swept, that it was safe. And the city council people are dropping the motherfucking ball. They are dropping the ball. Like, do your job. Do your job so people can feel safe. Children can feel safe. Adults can feel safe. Increase employment. Bring jobs back. Bring industrial training back so that young people can aspire to be entrepreneurs or work for other people, but have the option of being an entrepreneur, have an option of acquiring industrial skills. Just do your job. Like any other community, the city council people are choosing to do their jobs and allocate resources and making sure everything is their needs are met, regardless of the income level. Because regardless of the income level, their taxes are going toward the budget, the city budget. So if their monies are allocated toward the city services, then they should have a quality of living in Inglewood, just like I did as a child. I should not keep hearing about 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds and 15-year-olds and teenagers being killed and shot, and there's no jobs, and black people there aren't a lot of black people who own businesses in Inglewood. There are people outside of the black community owning businesses. Just do your job. Do your job and you can minimize crime. Education, job training, entrepreneurial training, industry training. Do your job. Their tax dollars are paying your salary. Their tax dollars are paying toward city services. Make sure it's executed. It really breaks my heart to hear about how that community is under-resourced. And there's no excuse for that. Do your mother freaking job.